Welcome back to That Dead Guy. It's July the 6th, 2022, and today I want to show you some of the many postcards that I picked up while I was in Prince Edward Island. So I stopped at the Cape Germain Tourist Information Bureau, which is on the New Brunswick side. It's the last spot in New Brunswick before you take the Confederation Bridge over to Prince Edward Island. And then when I got to Borden, where the Tourist Information Center was, that we were having our meetup, I walked around the town and went to a bunch of different gift shops and picked up a few postcards in those locales too. So I'm going to show you some of the ones that I got there. I got a bunch of duplicate too, so I'll be able to send a few of them off. And then I just learned today, I got a message from Canada Post that they want me to go train in Prince Edward Island coming up. I'm not quite sure the date yet, but it means I've got another trip over to Prince Edward Island soon. So if I missed anything or if I want to go somewhere else to pick up some cards, I can. Yeah, so I think I've got quite a few now for local stuff. I'm going to show you those. It's raining outside, so it's a little damp doing the mail this morning. I've got some other things that I've got going on in my life right now too. So I thought, let's show you the postcards. I'm not sure if there's going to be a video tomorrow or not, but of course there'll be one on Friday showing what's come in the mail. Let's start with this one. Prince Edward Island, you can see the fields. So Prince Edward Island here locally is known for their potatoes. So potato fields coming up here. Internationally, they're known for Anne of Green Gables and the Lucy Maud Montgomery books around that fictional character and her life in Prince Edward Island. So there's a whole town you can go see for Anne of Green Gables and a museum. And the post office there in Cavendish even has an Anne of Green Gables cancellation mark stamp. So if you're lucky enough one day to get a card that comes from there, you'll have a beautiful postmark on it. They're also known for lighthouses, as it's an island, so there are lots of different lighthouses. So I've gotten a bunch of lighthouse pics. Of course, the bridge that we talked about already, this is the Confederation Bridge that links New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, those two provinces together. It's 12.9 kilometers long. And I've stated in another video that it's the longest bridge over a body of water that freezes. Talked about potatoes, so here, potatoes have eyes. I only have eyes for you. Someone may enjoy that. It's a funky looking card across the top, or something a little bit more PG. How about just Potato Country, Prince Edward Island? And that's the famous bag for their potatoes. Now, if you're in the States, you might think Idaho and their potatoes, and maybe there's a competition between Prince Edward Island and Idaho, between Canada and the US and the potato industries. Both are very popular. Here's another scape of Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island is also known for their red mud or their red clay beaches. So you can buy things called a PEI dirt shirt. That will say that will have kind of the mud on them, or the look of the mud on them, because when you come into Prince Edward Island and you see the shorelines, that's all you see is the red cliffs. So you might have the white cliffs of Dover and the stone there going into England. Well, going into PEI, it's the red cliffs. And here you can see, you've got the bridge and you've got the fields. Here's an example of that red that I was talking about. That's what the island looks like, or all around the water. And so a few more lighthouses there. That's what Prince Edward Island is shaped like. So New Brunswick would be technically right here. And then you have the Northumberland Strait. And then you're getting out into the bay. And where does that position? Right here. That's PEI, right at the edge of Canada. So beyond it would be Newfoundland. That would be the last landmass that's beyond Prince Edward Island. It's kind of nestled in there on the global map. And here you can see the provincial house. So in Charlottetown, that's the capital of Prince Edward Island. This is their legislature. Wind farms are very big in Prince Edward Island as well. So lots of windmills all around the coastline. Here's another view of Province House, the legislature. Let's go back in time, 1864. So this is when everybody was getting together in Prince Edward Island in order to form Canada, what Canada was going to look like, and the province structure and all sorts of things. That's why it's called Confederation Bridge going over there, because that's where the birthplace of Canada was in Charlottetown, basically, is what they're saying. And in 1867, that's when Canada was official. There we go, Province House, many years earlier. Now we'll show you a few lighthouses. You may recognize this one from my video. That's the Cape Germain Lighthouse in New Brunswick. And I got lots of lighthouses because lots of people seem to like lighthouses. And there's a variety of them to choose from over here. If you're one of the regular people that I trade with, you may want to reach out if you see something that is a card you particularly enjoy. Because if we've done Media, for example, we've been trading back and forth. I think we've got 29 trades so far together. And sometimes it's hard. What card should I pick next? What have I already sent? So people like that have been trading a while may say, oh, I would like a card like this. So there's Prince Edward Island and a few of the things you might find out about them. I picked this card up specifically because it was foxes, and I know someone who loves foxes. Wasn't the only one like that. Maybe you're a foodie and you would love to have some world famous PEI mussels. Or maybe you're a camper and you want to experience the beautiful camping that's in Prince Edward Island. Do you like boats? There's lots of those there too, the fishing boats that are around and all sorts of pleasure crafts. Maybe you're into floral, so the pink lady slippers, the provincial flower in Prince Edward Island. Maybe you want some cultural things, so the Acadian people, the French people that are in New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. It's kind of a funny take on it. And some more boats. And this is one thing that I was looking for that I haven't found for a while. A lot of people ask for winter postcards. I don't see a lot of winter postcards, but I found one here. There's Prince Edward Island in the winter. You can see the snow and the ice around the bridge and the lighthouse and around Anna Green Gables' house. You can see the shoreline all covered in snow and ice. The same shoreline in summertime with the red cliffs. Maybe not the exact same shoreline, but an example of it. Here goes the bridge. You can see New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island there. Some nice scapes of different things you'll find on the island. How about a blue heron? The great blue heron can be seen throughout Atlantic Canada. And some more foxes, which also can see everywhere, these red foxes. Today I actually saw a deer when I was delivering the mail. This is Centennial Park. So this is where we had our meetup. For the Moncton meetup on the 2nd of July. This bridge is no longer there, so this is an older postcard. But yeah. This is St. John River. Nice shell with the bridge in the background. Or peekaboo. How about a squirrel? Lots of squirrels around too. Oh yeah, when I was driving, I saw a deer. That's the story I was going to tell you. And I saw him at last minute. He popped out right in front of me, but he got across safely and I braked quickly. So no harm, no foul. And he went about his way. How about an osprey? We have lots of birds, lots of bald eagles, ospreys around. The rocks, Hopewell Rocks here in New Brunswick. Quidgewaquack National Park, not too far away. Beautiful sand beaches, lots of trails. Another shot of the bridge. Delicious lobster. It's actually Lobster Fest right now in Shediac, which is the oldest festival in New Brunswick. And it started last week and it goes till the end of this weekend. I'm not sure, but if I get a chance, I will go out and try to do something for Lobster Fest in a video this weekend. It's also the car show here in Moncton this weekend. So that's a little closer and local. So I could do something for that too. We will see. All depends on weather and what's going on in my life at the time, whether I have time to do that. How about the Reversing Falls in St. John? Some more boats. That's in Alma, the home of the Sticky Buns. And here's the ferry to Grand Manan, which if you look back in my videos, you'll see our family did a trip there last summer. There's the Shediac Lobster, where the Shediac Lobster Fest is going on right now, what I was just talking about. One of our many beautiful covered bridges. The rocks in black and white. Dixon Falls, this is in Fundy National Park, a great place to go hiking or camping. This is King's Landing up by Fredericton here in New Brunswick. Now these last few are all about Anne of Green Gables because I know there's people that love Anne. So here we are. This is the statue I actually took a picture or video in front of when I was in Borden, and then there's Anne's house and then Confederation Bridge. And here's Anne's house again and a little blurb about everything. Once again, Anne's house. And if I get to Cavendish, I'll go to the Anne Museum because they have a bunch of postcards there as well. Did you know about Anne? Or one of those funky cutout ones again of Anne's house. And finally, what I was looking for the most, a picture of Anne, or a depiction of Anne with her hat and her pigtails. So there is my giant haul of postcards. Not to mention there are duplicates of some of these as well. So that should keep me going for a little while. And if I'm ending back up in Prince Edward Island later this month, then I'll do a video for that too. So things going on. So hopefully you enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon. Stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?